Yes, sir. Well, y'all
And
already know
we are live.
what it do, what it do, what it do. Y'all already know
Let's
it's
go.
Monday, and we're chilling. Boss Biz Radio rolling with success. What up, J Money? What up, Jzabel the
What
Truth?
it do, man?
How
You
you
already know.
doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I ain't gonna lie. Last week I was down all the way down deep in Georgia, down there in the part of Georgia where the trees still smell real fresh,
Mm.
and you just can smell good bacon in the morning. That down that part of Georgia, down in Macon.
That
So
making
it
How
work.
was
was
cool.
it?
Exactly what I expected. The Wi-Fi was horrible. Uh the TV selection wasn't that much to watch on TV. And apparently there's some new thing on hotels where they kind of block you from bringing in your own outside sources and putting them into the TV and just having a good time with it. So I couldn't use my Fire Stick and I couldn't use my PS4. So yeah,
It
yeah. But
wasn't healthy.
it was a Marriott.
Mm.
Mm.
Marriott. Yeah. As
Mm.
far as hotels, what do you choose? Do you like the Hilton over the Marriott? Which is your favorite?
Yeah, I'm a Hiltoner because you know that with Hilton, a lot of people notice if they use Hilton. But if you
Mhm.
pay for 4 nights with your points, you get the fifth night for free. So
Really?
I recommend Hilton. A lot of people don't know that and they don't advertise this and they don't tell you this. But if you buy 4 nights with points, you get the fifth night for free.
Well,
And Marriott has something like that too, though. They also it depends on your membership and what membership
Mm-hmm.
level you have or what packages they have. Only because anybody I worked for Marriott for so long, I got to stay loyal to that brand as far as that's concerned. But they definitely have packages like that where they have the stay 2 1 free or stay
Mm-hmm.
3 1 free. But working with Marriott, I love their hotels. However, I am a Hilton baby as well. Only because for the longest Hilton kept certain hotels like the Hampton Inn, you was able to still
Mm-hmm.
smoke in there before
Yeah.
they went 100% smoke free. So I don't know. I like their chocolate chip cookies.
Breakfast be
Um
bomb.
yeah,
I think
and
they all cook this. I think it's like a hotel breakfast menu that a recipe book somewhere, young. Because I like besides the waffles that we make ourselves, the eggs and everything else always taste the same everywhere I go.
yeah,
Fact.
and the microwavable bacon.
Sometimes
But
it'd be like, why did I wake up for this?
it depends
You know
on
why?
both of those hotels have like
Is it?
classism. So they have like the I guess the family, and then they have the it goes up. So it depends
Mm-hmm.
on
The
which one
level.
you stay at, because some of them have restaurants and they actually have people like an omelet station, depending on which like Embassy Suites. They have the omelet station, so and that's a
Mm-hmm.
Hilton.
I'm not gonna lie, Embassy Suites may be one of my favorite hotels to stay at.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just said Hilton because Hilton has a lot of things under them. And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times when I go out the country, you know what I'm saying? That's how people are like, oh, how you get the hotel? You know what I'm saying? You pay for it in points. Like, I'm not paying for the hotel. The points paying for the hotel. But when you go
But
Mm-hmm.
out
you
the
pay
country
for
and stay
enough
Hilton,
hotels to get those points.
right,
Yeah.
right. You know what I'm saying? So you pay for enough hotels to get the
That's a
points.
man on the move.
But I mean, the ones out of the country, oh, they're amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way some of them have like the pools that go through the lobby. You know what I'm saying? Like it's stuff that you wouldn't see all the time. So I enjoy Hilton. Just compared to the other ones, I don't think all the breakfast is the same. Like I think some of them definitely use some powdered eggs or some whatever dust eggs or something. Like I don't know what they do. Some of
Yeah.
them their waffle grill. I don't know if they don't clean it or they don't maintenance the same, but the
Yeah.
waffles don't come out the same. You know what I'm saying? The waffle ones at Hilton, it's like automatic. The light comes on, you turn it over, you take it out, your waffle ready. You know what I'm saying? The other one you go to, you turn it over, the middle of the waffle still waffling. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot going on. So I'm just more of a Hilton type of guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I accidentally took the wife to a little cheap hotel one time because I was like, we're not gonna be in the room. We went to Atlantic City and she was pissed.
Mm.
I
Mm.
accidentally booked the wrong hotel room at this one hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and literally within, I say within 30 minutes, You
Mm-hmm.
know, because she stormed out the room. Within 30 minutes, they were coming to our room like, you guys want to take your bags. Sorry about this. And then they
Mm-hmm.
took us to a whole nother side of the hotel that wasn't even on the website that I didn't
Mm.
even know existed. And she's like, you didn't even ask. These are the questions you're supposed to ask. I mean, I had a room that just had a bed, a TV, you know, a little small little bathroom. She
Mm.
totally upgraded it to a whole nother side of the hotel. And I was like, well,
Upgrade.
I had to tell her, I said, this is why I don't book hotels. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the terrible one when it comes to hotels. When I went to Jersey, I thought I was booking the best hotel in the world. It was like too far from anything. It's just far from everything. Nothing.
But the upgrade was nice though, right?
The upgrade was amazing. I
Have you
mean,
have
king
you ever
size
gotten it?
bed, jacuzzi,
Yeah.
all that good shit.
Have you ever gotten any upgrades, Boss Biz?
Um, I mean, not that I could, not complimentary, like,
Also,
but yeah,
I
not.
do.
I don't think so. Not complimentary
I like the
upgrade.
upgrades. Yeah, I don't know. It was basically complimentary because I was staying in Vegas. I don't even think this hotel exists no more, so I'll put them out there. I was staying at Hooters in Vegas. I got it cheap. I was doing some cheap shit.
Hooters.
Yeah, I was staying at the Hooters Hotel in Vegas,
Uh huh.
doing
I
some cheap
stayed there
shit. I saw it on Groupon for some cheap shit. I
like
got it. You know what I'm
25,
saying?
19, $15, 15 to
Yeah,
twenty five
it said
dollars
like
a night.
$22, right? So I was like, all right, bet. I
Mm-hmm.
got the joint. 7 nights, right? So when I get there, the second night in, you know, I bring the microphone and the studio stuff. So my other friend who was over there, he jumped on top of the bed, and I was like, come on, bro. Like, you can't just be jumping on the bed like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, bro, it's a roach on the floor. So then when I saw this roach, I tried to go kill it. And once it started flying, I ran out the room. I went to the front desk. I told them, I was like, I'm sorry, I can't stay here. Woo woo. Hey, they gave me the penthouse. Like I went to the front desk and I was like, yeah, I'm not about to stand here. Y'all had roaches. I had a video of it on my phone. At the time, Vine was out. I was like, yeah, I'm about to put this on Vine and expose y'all and let everybody know not to come to Hooters. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not working. This is not what it is. And they're like, sir, please
Roaches
don't
and
do that.
titties.
We'll upgrade your suite. They actually gave me 3 more nights and upgraded me to the penthouse, which is like the top floor, which was better, much better than the room I had, because the room I had was like on the 3rd floor. Savage. And
Yeah.
but that was the only time I got a nice upgrade where I was just like, all right, cool. And you know what I'm saying? And then they gave me one of those little gambling passes and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that was nice as well too.
Yeah, that actually happened to me one time as in VA. I ordered a smoking room. And this is the one time I learned, this is when I learned never order a smoking room. But I ordered a smoking room. And when I walked in there, immediately I see all these damn bugs just lying around the windowsill, laying in the window. And photos came out, went right down to the booth and was like, oh hell nah. This is not how y'all about to carry me. We're leaving. We drove all this way. We're leaving. They say, oh no, we'll give you guys the suite, the master suite. I was kind of hesitant about this suite because I'm like,
I
if
was
that
too.
damn smoker room look like this, I
Yeah.
just want to go. I just want to go. But you know that keyword when they throw it free, it always makes you overthink it. So I walked up to this suite and it was amazing. And I was like, wow, why is this room like this? And then he said to me, he said, well, we usually don't tend to the smoking rooms like that. I
They
said,
don't.
interesting. Well, I'm definitely smoking in this one. It was a
Yeah.
good day. That was a good day.
No, I don't think I've had any when I have bad experiences like that, more than likely I'm trying to get a discount.
Yeah.
Better.
So
But I don't know. Have I had no, or I'll just leave depending on where I'm at. But I
I told them I
wish.
wanted my money back and I was going to leave. And I think that's why they were like, oh, no, no, sir. And they started giving me all these pads. They started pulling stuff out from under the desk. I said, I don't even know where they got this from. They started pulling out little. Okay.
Yeah, boy. Look, hey. I'd got free rooms at the Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Any type of small customer service that you don't give me, I'm going up to corporate. And
Yep.
y'all listen, Twitter is a powerful place. I don't know if y'all realize how powerful Twitter is, but I've gotten free steaks from Fridays. I've gotten free meals from Burger King, and I've gotten free rooms from Great Wolf Lodge, all from talking trash about their service on Twitter. And they all like to respond. But the night that I had to go in on Grey Wolf Lodge, would that have been another story for another episode, y'all? But I ended up with 2 free nights, and it was great.
Okay.
So let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. Y'all saw the Grammys last night. Did anybody watch the Grammys last night?
No.
I'm not gonna cap to y'all. I fell asleep an hour in. I think it was after Quavo's performance, heartfelt performance, by the way. But when I went to sleep, I mean, I don't know if it was the montage of dead people going across the goddamn screen, or the music that they were playing at this hour, it seemed, but it really put me to sleep. I mean, listen.
So let's talk about it.
Let's talk about why did the Grammys choose to break up the deaths by genre?
I honestly feel like whoever is the director, or you know what I'm saying, whoever's the organizing this, they or what's it called, executive producer, or whoever's in control of, you know what I'm saying, what goes out. I think that they don't think about some of these things, you know what I'm saying?
But you don't think that's kind of like a good way to have the show flow, though?
I think that there's a person who looks at the flow of the show, the feng shui, and whoever that person is, it's a different person for every network, for every channel, but whoever that person is for this. And let me just tell you, I didn't watch it. I'm sorry. I just saw recaps from Instagram this morning, and you know what I'm saying, from the social media. So I didn't actually watch it, but just what I think, because I didn't watch it actually, is that, you know what I'm saying, whoever was executive producing was just like, all right, I'm in control. This is how I want to do it. And that's why they did it that way. Because if it was like a group of people who was doing it, they would be like, all right, well, why don't we do this? You know, when it's a diverse group of people, there's always different opinions, and then they'll come to a conclusion. You'd be like, oh, okay, that came out good. Because that's what happens in movies. That's why a lot of scenes get cut and things get cut out, because somebody's looking over and they're like, yeah, this isn't needed. Like,
well, I tell you what, I wish that there was somebody to cut out a lot of the stuff that happened at the Grammys last night prior to me falling asleep. There was a lot of moments in the Grammys where I felt kind of like, wait a minute, what's happening here? You know? And of course, waking up this morning, I was privy to, you know, the backstage talk. And one of the things that was talked about with that whole montage was Quavo and Offset got into it because Offset was refused access during the tribute.
Now, is that true? Or
I mean, listen,
did somebody just make that up for social media?
Do we even know anymore? Do we know anymore?
I don't know.
But that would be better news than what was actually happening at the Grammys.
Yeah.
The Grammys was really horrible. I mean, you know, I kind of wanted to throw myself at the screen when I saw Kendrick Lamar win Album of the Year over Future.
But do you think that
Rap Album of the Year, let me say that.
Do you think it was wrong for them to deny Offset access?
Yes.
Why?
I know it wasn't. I know that he wasn't a part of that song, right? But there was a lot of people on stage at that moment that was not necessarily on the song. You know, he had a whole choir, for God's sake, you know, held up the man's chain. And, you know, it was a real nice tribute that, yes, Offset should have not only been asked to be a part of, but it should have been demanded of him to be a part of it.
Who should have demanded that?
The Grammys.
Even if he's no longer a part of the group, and the
Grammys should have.
Last living group member doesn't care to have him there. I mean, they should go against Quavo's wishes for what?
I remember.
The Grammys should have made it happen.
So I remember when people didn't even know each one of the Migos names. It was just Migos. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't Offset. Like, everybody didn't know all their names. It was just Migos. And I just feel like, yes, you know what I'm saying, times have changed and times have adapted. People grow. The group grew apart. Understand stuff happens. But at the end of the day, just for a tribute, I feel like you could come together. Whatever happened. Come together. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about whatever all the other shit that happened about.
Let's just be.
I hardcore disagree with that. I feel like people should be allowed their grievance the way that they want to grieve, and they should be allowed to behave or go about things the way that they want to go about things. I don't know what happened between them.
Yeah,
but
I don't either.
as a spectator on the outside, it's kind of like everyone at this point is looking to assign blame for Takeoff's death. That's usually how how it goes when someone dies. Everyone's looking for an answer. Everybody's looking for somebody to blame. So on one end, we could say that maybe Quavo feels responsible. And that his beef or whatever disagreement he had with Offset should just be, just eliminated, and they should come together for Takeoff. However, we don't know what that is, because some people just like, just because this person is gone does not mean that what you did or how you behave towards us is null and void. We don't know the relationship Offset had with Takeoff before this went down, and maybe Quavo feels some type of way. Maybe it's deeper than what we think it is, and maybe he shouldn't just hurry up and get over it. He's allowed his own feelings, and
like I totally 100% agree with you. If we're talking about at a Migos concert, a Takeoff tribute concert put together by Quavo, something personal, right? But the Grammys is a night put together for the fans, the musical supporters, for them to give their awards and see and get the accolades for the artists that they've been watching and listening to all year. So
whose fans, which fans? Because
no, there were Migos fans watching
true
that.
Fans are following the story, and they may not be choosing sides, but I believe their true fans probably is like, well, Offset did y'all like abandon him, like to some degree, whether he moved on for better purposes or whatever the case may be. So they understand that the group is no longer Migos and Offset is off to himself. Now it's two Migos left, one is gone. I don't think too many people are hearting on, well, why didn't they do it together? No, we all seen that they wasn't together before this. Don't be fake now, is all I'm saying.
Nah, but that wasn't for that though. That wasn't for that. I mean, when Berry Gordon got together and did the anniversary show for Motown, right? Yes, he had to get all his acts that he had under Motown during that time. Now everybody in the world knew the Jackson Fives and Michael Jackson were beefing. They wasn't even doing nothing together. But it's well documented that he went to Michael Jackson and begged him and demanded of him that he got on that stage and did it, because it was not about them. It was about the people that supported the whole time. And when people heard, oh, there's going to be a Takeoff memorial, Migos fans tuned in to watch that. Not Quavo fans, not just Takeoff fans, and not just Offset fans. Migos fans. And they should have been allowed that opportunity to see all of them up there together like that.
Well, maybe the Grammy should have demanded it. Maybe they did ask Quavo and he said no. I mean, when you leave the group, don't you leave your rights behind too? Like, that's just how I'm looking at it. Like, okay.
I can see if there was just like three homeboys met in school somewhere rapping together.
I mean,
they family, for Christ's sakes.
I mean, I do think it's kind of crazy how the other interviews are going on and talking about it. And I just feel like when you're in that industry or in the business like that, like sometimes you could communicate with these people. So I don't know. I just think it gives a bad overall way of society to communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, oh, I'm gonna post it on social media when you could just call this person's phone and be like, hey, bro, what's going on with this? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like even though we're seeing all these interviews, we getting the outside view. Like really what we're getting might possibly be scripted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know. Sometimes I think some
Are
of
you
these rap
talking
beats and stuff
about the Jay
are fake.
Prince? You
I
talking
mean,
about the Jay
sometimes
Prince
I
and
think they're
Offset thing?
promotion. You know what I'm saying? Like I even feel like the 21 Savage and Nas thing was promotion for that song. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these things, I feel like they do this to promote the next single or to promote their next, you know what I'm saying? Whatever's happening next.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I really don't know in this situation. And that's why it's kind of hard to speak on because I don't know their personal relationship. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they had going on in their personal life.
See me, I'm not even thinking about the personal life, right? I'm thinking about the job that you have at hand and what you signed up for.
Yeah.
And that's the job. Like,
Mhm.
do it. You know what
Well,
I'm
the
saying? Get up
job
there,
was done. He showed
perform.
up on the red carpet,
Mhm.
and Quavo performed the tribute. Like, I mean,
Yeah, you're right
the
about
job
that.
was done. Not to be, anal about it, but honestly, a lot of the fans, Migos fans, was heartbroken when he left the group. So
Well,
that is
business.
what
That
it
was
is.
business.
I mean,
But hey, y'all fans don't know the business. Y'all can't like y'all want a man to dance around for pennies when he worth
but
millions.
this was personal. So
Y'all wanted to be all TLC. Come on now.
I mean,
Nah, man.
it is
No.
what it is. But him going back and forth with Jay Prince now, that just came left field. I really haven't been following up on what that's about because I would think that people would just shut up at this point. So
I don't follow anything where there's a trial involved.
mm.
I
Nothing.
don't like he say she say.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like the he say she say on Instagram. Like I don't know what's happening. One message says this, the other message says this. Then they put both messages together side by side, and that's what I see. So to me, it's just he say she say. Like I don't really know what's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think he was wrong? Offset was wrong for responding to Jay Prince?
Mm,
Yes.
for responding?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. No, that's how he felt.
The
Why you
problem
say
is we
that's
gotta learn how to hide. We gotta learn how to hide how we feel.
I
Stop.
agree. All right, so I don't think anybody's wrong for feeling how they feel. That's out of you know what I'm saying. Like you feel that way, that's your feelings. But what you do, how you act, and how you react, I do feel like it's up to you. That's a choice. That's a decision. But I don't think he was wrong for feeling how he felt. Maybe the way he expressed it, he needed some PR. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It could have been a different way to express it. But he's not wrong for having his feelings.
I always find it interesting when millionaires start playing gangster. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's a different thing for me. It just triggers me differently.
Who's
You know,
playing
I mean,
gangster?
we used to act in a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you have to get gangster to protect what you have. Sometimes you have to get gangster to prove something to another gang or whatever the case may be. But at a certain point, making money and keep making money and keep growing is the flex, is the win. We put
Yeah,
ourselves in unpredictable situations. We put ourselves in situations that's gonna like stop us from making money all because of emotions.
yeah, that's crazy.
So do you think
That's
Offset fell off?
No, I actually think that out of that group, Offset is the only one that I said this already. I'm on record saying that he's the only one that was able to sustain a successful career. Um, Part of it is having Cardi B as his wife, but yeah, out of them three, he was the one more likely to succeed. If this was a yearbook for the Migos, he would be most likely to succeed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, let's talk more about the Grammys because everybody's been going crazy about Beyonce not
bruh.
winning something and then her winning something else and breaking a record. And
Yep,
I wanted to talk about this
yep.
because
Great moment last night from Beyonce.
I
and then
feel
they
like it
smashed
was.
it.
I feel like it was a cheat. I feel like it was a steal. I feel like it's unfair to the artist that's been really in the studios working hard these past couple of years while Beyonce sat on her throne wherever that is. Um, Especially what we talked about people crossing into genres and just stealing all the awards for that genre, and the people that's actually been working at that specific craft just get snubbed. So I don't
Wait a minute now.
feel
Time
like
out.
it's fair.
Uh, 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 wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because that's what Drake did, not what Beyonce did.
Uh,
She's always made those type of albums. Single ladies, all that stuff is the same stuff as this album was.
electronica pop.
Yes, she's always done these type of music. Always.
I think it felt more in the R&B pop lane, but
Uh,
like electronica music.
Single ladies was electronica, made turned into all types of dance songs all around the world.
Okay, okay.
That in
I
fact
still
that
don't
whole
feel like it was fair.
listen.
Ultimately, I don't feel like it's fair because I just I look at the Grammys as a joke. Like I feel like it's not it's not really fair and genuine. That's how I feel like maybe it's completely they already know a lot of these things, how they're going to orchestrate things when they plan the date. Like I just don't feel like it's authentic, but maybe I'm just off.
Now, what would be more weirder? Would it be weird to find out that Beyonce has voting rights on the Grammys as it was to find out that Will Smith had voting rights on the Oscars, or if he win an Oscar or not?
I never even thought about it that far.
What was more interesting is with all of that power, it still did not accomplish the main goal that black artists are trying to accomplish when it comes to the Grammys. So yes, she did actually win R&B album of the year or something like that. You're right. She did win R&B or that song won Cuff It. That song Cuff It won or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really know which award it was, but that single won. Now, the thing about it is Beyonce's worked in this game for a very long time, you know, and she still has not won an album of the year award. In fact, there's only 11 black artists that has won. And I was shocked to find out Kanye wasn't one of them. Jay-Z's not one of them. Beyonce's not one of them. Now, that was an interesting thing to find out. I'm pretty sure that if you had to guess on the top of your head, if you named one person, you probably would have named who one of the people were that was on that list.
Only person I could think of, I don't know, Michael Jackson.
Of course. Thriller.
You said album of
He
the
was
year?
white at that point, though.
Black people. Give me some more. Who else?
Album of the year?
Yeah.
That black people. One that
50 Cent
on there out of the 11.
No 50 Cent, of course. He's a rapper. Stevie Wonder is one.
Prince.
Michael Jackson, of course. Lionel Richie.
Okay.
Quincy Jones.
Okay. I could believe
Natalie Cole. Whitney Houston. And this one might I let you guys know for the Bodyguard soundtrack. Not even a Whitney Houston album. So I'll let you all know that. Lauryn Hill with the Miseducation.
Okay.
Outcast in 2004 with the Speaker Box and Love Below.
That was great.
Ray Charles and Herbie Hancock. Now, let me also let y'all know that Ray Charles' album was after he died. His post-mortem album.
Really?
So, in 75 years, is that how long the Grammys, or was it 65?
64. Or 65 years, yes.
65 years. Only 11 African-American artists.
Or black.
R&B album of the year.
That's the stat. That is the stat.
So why do we keep showing up to the Grammys? Is not.
I mean, no, that's maybe that's why we're trying to jump into these different genres.
I mean, not even that. Like, aren't we tired? Like, I'm
Well,
trying to understand.
I asked Jay Money this question earlier, and I'm like, we can't be tired because you kind of need a Grammy, even if it's just a nomination.
Your value goes up
Tremendously.
Right, so as we talked about, we always talk about the business and stuff, right? And I don't want to get too deep, but if you know that you're signed with a label and that label is like, oh, I have Grammy award winning artists on my label, the value is higher. It's worth more. So why do we keep going to Grammys? Because it's advertised every year that being a part of the Grammy Academy and the Grammy Recording Studio and Grammy Entertainment, these are Grammy winning producers that go to Full Sail University. We hear Grammy all the time. So that's why we go there. It's a foundation for funds for people.
It's the height. It's the height. It's the greatest. It's the Grammys is an artist's Super Bowl ring,
right?
NBA championship,
right?
Whatever the greatest thing, boxing world heavyweight belt, right? These are a Grammy is them knowing I put in the work this year.
Right.
I was in the gym. I hit the road, and I made sure that my album rung bells.
Right.
The thing that I love about the Grammys is people say, well, billions of people heard that album. Only 1 million people heard that one. But the right million.
Right. It's the right million.
And could you imagine a person going on, like doing only shows for people that have Grammy voting? Like
there are people who do that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain people like that's how they get in. And it kind of sucks because they're doing this stuff. And I'm trying to tell you, because I've sat down in writing sessions and they'll sit down and they'll be like, all right, cool. They have Grammy award winning producers sitting there and they'll only pick, it'll be like 10 people in the room and they'll pick 2 people and be like, yeah, we want you and you to write this song. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a selection. Like it's really, they sit down and be like, all right, who got the best lyrics? Who got this? And it's a choice. Because at the end of the day, I was looking like, them lyrics whack, but I'm not the decider. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody else who makes the decision. Just like I could say, oh yeah, this is the best song out right now, and y'all could be like, no, I ain't never heard. Why do you think that's the best song out?
Right. I was on record saying that Future's album was the best album of the year last year. That was before I knew that it would win a Grammy, or be in Grammy nomination. But then I seen Kendrick Lamar's album, and I was like, okay, this is where it gets dicey because what does Kendrick Lamar have that Future don't have?
The skits or what was it?
White fan base.
Oh yeah, of course.
White sellability. When I look at all these names that won these awards, what did they have? White sellability.
Now I'm sorry, Future definitely sells to the white people.
He does, but not like Kendrick.
The Pill Poppers and Molly Poppers. Come on.
He sells to the white people who be listening to Future in their car by themselves, and they be like, "God bless."
That's not the crowd that can get.
No, they pop Zans. They pop Zans. And
yes,
siblings
yes. That is not the crowd that's going to get you a Grammy.
Okay.
That's not the crowd.
You're right. That's not the crowd that's going to get you a Grammy.
Come on, man.
I agree.
You feel me? Like these people kind of like Lionel Richie's album Can't Slow Down. That was his second solo album. I don't even remember what those records was, but we all listened to Lionel Richie. He's cool. Like he's one of the white people for sure. Quincy Jones, Back on the Block. That was an album that featured various artists from Ella Fitzgerald, Ice-T, and Ray Charles. So that was a mixtape, like one of the first mixtapes, probably. Natalie Cole, well, we know that's Miss Unforgettable. That's Nat King Cole daughter. So we already know how that was. And like I said, Whitney Houston won for the soundtrack The Bodyguard, which was all white. I mean, I still have not seen that movie because of how white it looked.
Now,
Tell you.
Robert
How you gonna say that, white man?
Glasper. What did he win? He won. Was that R&B album?
But y'all know what was more crazy is, right? There's only one hip hop album up here for album of the year.
There's only one.
Who?
Lauryn Hill.
The Miseducation. Well, no, I thought you said Outkast, Speaker Box and the Love Below.
Well, yeah.
I thought we was on R&B, so you're just saying 11.
That was like a rap album. That's a rap album.
Are you saying 11 black people in total won Grammys over the years?
Yeah. No. Only album of the year.
In all genres?
Yes.
See, I said that because Speaker Box and the Love Below is R&B and hip hop and rap. Like it's all three mixed in.
And it definitely sold to the white people thanks to songs like Roses and
Hey Ya.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Andre 3000 did a great job on that project.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember the other version.
Do you guys know who Robert Glasper is?
That's like a jazz artist or something.
I don't know.
I don't know who Robert Glasper is. To me.
That's exactly what Chris Brown said. He said, "Who the F is that?" But I think he won R&B album, best R&B album Grammy.
Oh, Chris Brown? Chris Brown was pissed.
Yeah, Robert Glasper.
He's an American pianist.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's right. Jazz.
I was a little taken aback because I didn't know who he was either.
Yeah, why is he a jazz artist? Why is he a jazz artist winning the best R&B album?
I mean, they just didn't want Chris Brown to win. That's what I mean about. I just don't.
Chris Brown know he ain't gonna win that thing. He paying for that smack. He gonna be paying for that smack for the rest of his career.
No, he probably got a couple more years on the smack.
Trust me.
Dang.
Chris Brown got the rest. He ain't gonna ever. If he win a Grammy, he'll be old.
He might win.
You brought up something that was very interesting regarding scripting in the NFL.
Yes, Aaron Foster, former running back in the NFL, says that the NFL is totally 100% scripted, that he will receive a script in the offseason and would have to follow it, even down to the points where he had to get injured for ratings. Well, that was actually bringing up an interesting fact about a lot of things being scripted in life that we see.
Okay,
possibly.
So wait, slow down. So what you're saying to me right now is that the game is scripted?
Everything
like
about it.
WWF. You know how the WWF, they know who's about to fight, they know who's going to win, they know who's going to hit somebody.
I didn't know they knew who was going to win. I knew it was fake though. Like the hitting was fake.
See, like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, right? This was crazy news to me when I seen it, and I heard, and I had to play the actual video to see if he really said this, and he did say this. And I just was thinking to myself, it's no way that the NFL is scripted. I mean, surely men making millions of dollars, some not making millions of dollars because they don't play as much time. Surely these men that you pay millions of dollars to, you're not going to rig their outcome to make sure that they earn their money, will you? Well,
you know what? I actually thought about that. Was it last year? Something, I don't know what happened. Something came over me and I was like, man, yep, it was last year because that's when 50 Cent and Snoop and them performed during the
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The gangster Super Bowl.
And something in my head was like, this whole I think the whole game, I forgot who won, but I was like, man, this shit was fake. Like in my head, I was just like, it's no, like I think they choose in my head, I was like, I think they already knew who was gonna win before before the game was over. But I didn't put too much thought to it. So it's funny that it's coming back out.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. If the NFL is scripted, it won't change my views about Tom Brady being the GOAT and winning all of his Super Bowls. Um, it would just be like when I went to my first wrestling match. Y'all, and I was super excited. I mean, I'm almost a 30-year-old man, and I'm there. I even bought the belt, and they got me with all the little cool things. I bought the kids, and I get up there, and I'm like, yes, wrestling. And I'm saying something that was just amazing as everything was happening. And then I'm looking at this screen, and it started counting down during the first match. And I was like, I wonder if someone about to run out. I'm thinking this is how it is on TV. Maybe it's a surprise battle royal or something like that. Maybe it's a surprise Royal Rumble that we're about to get here. And it started playing a commercial on the big screen. And they got off of each other, and they walked to their quarters, and they started taking a break. And then they watched the commercial, then they watched the screen, and they watched it count down, and then they got back in the position they was in before it went to commercial break. And then they really just, in my face, resumed the wrestling match that for so many years I watched on TV and thought was going down. Something was going down while they was playing this commercial. I was like, I'm missing something great. And nope, they were just standing in the corner, taking a breather, getting some good old rest there. So would I be blown and not watch any more NFL games like I don't watch wrestling anymore? Maybe. But it would have changed my thoughts of Tom Brady and him being the GOAT.
No, let me tell you something. You still have to be great. You still have to be great, even if it's scripted, right? Just because it was training day was scripted doesn't mean that Denzel Washington isn't a great actor. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? Like, you still need to be great at your position. Like, even if they're saying the whole NBA is scripted, you got to be good enough to make them 3-point shots.
And to think about it like this, as an actor, J Money, you could probably help me with this, but you get selected to be in those featured roles.
You do.
You know, someone had to say, you know what? Yeah, Tom over Donovan for sure. You know, Tom over Aaron for sure. You know, what was it? What does Aaron Foster should find out what does one player have to do? Like, what made them say, you know, Aaron, we ain't gonna let you run for 2,000 yards? Like, why didn't he go into the room and find out what one Barry Sanders or Emmitt Smith or, you know, anyone that has gotten to like CJ 2K? He could ask any of them, what did you do for the NFL to give you the 2K scripts? Because I'd like to do that. What did you do to get the Super Bowl script? Because I'd like to do that. And what if it's something crazy? Like Kanye was spewing out about having to sacrifice his whole family and killing off people and just going crazy.
Do you really believe that?
Do I really believe it? I mean, without being assassinated publicly, I think I've been talking about it. I think I've been talking about it for years. And the Illuminati and being illuminated and that process, and is it worth it? I mean, listen, there was one point that I believed that it's so heavy. I had already put together my top 5 list of potential sacrifices.
Hey, you remember when we went to
You ain't shit.
What?
Remember we went to the Crossroads 6?
I remember. That was the most letdowning, most disappointing moment of my career. Now, if y'all don't know what the Crossroads is, y'all go and research the Crossroads. And what it is, I'll give y'all a short story on it. It's basically where artists would go to sell their soul and make the deal with the devil and pretty much get on. Once they go to this crossroad, make the deal with the devil, they will be on. They will have the skills of a god, pretty much.
Where the hell is this at?
Well, there actually was the guy is in Memphis. It's in Memphis. And the first guy that did it was an actual guitar player, and he told his story how he went to the crossroads, prayed to the devil, and he got his skills to play guitar and ended up becoming a great guitar player. And then a lot of people went on to follow it and go on down that road and proceed to make deals with the devil. Well, of course, me and J Money, when we heard that we were less than 20 minutes from the crossroads, we asked our God to take us there. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was surely ready at that point to see what the crossroads was about. However, when we got there, y'all, the crossroads was turned into a freaking mall strip. I mean, I'm sitting there like, surely no one can make a deal with the devil in the mall.
I'm gonna tell you what the crossroads look like. It looked like where Georgia Avenue meet New Hampshire Avenue.
Yeah,
I swear on everything.
It just looks stupid. They said, wake up SIXXCESS and see if y'all want to see the crossroads. I fake sleep when we finally got there. I peeked at it and I was like, oh nah, I don't want to do this.
This nigga didn't wake up.
I don't want to do this. I said, get me off the crossroads, man. I feel like this is where the devil's definitely. I didn't ever feel more cheated than ever. You know, I'm thinking it's some little private place, crossroad, dirt road. You know, you go there and it's gonna be all mystical and have a good story behind it. But nope.
Stop the light.
We got stopped at a light, y'all. A crossroad for people to walk through for real. So honestly, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Our tour guide was doing a lot of capping that whole daggone weekend. So he could have possibly never really took us to the place.
He did Muddy Waters, and he was trying to take us to Rick Ross' mama house.
I enjoyed Muddy Waters' home plantation.
So where is it? Where is this supposed to be at?
In Memphis.
Oh.
In Memphis. Memphis was a good time in Memphis. I ain't gonna lie. Good day. Good day.
Crazy.
It was an experience.
Yeah, and we went to Mississippi, and that was interesting too. But yeah, no, the devil was definitely there. I felt them all in the mist. I didn't wake up to speak to him though. I kind of stayed asleep and got off the crossroads.
This is the first time I'm hearing this. You never told me that you felt the devil's presence and all this shit until today. I never knew this.
Bruh, driving with that guy in the car, bruh, something was making me super mad. It was making me, I had an anger in me that I never had before. I wanted to reach in front of that chair and started choking him as he was driving. And I knew that there was something about that. It just wasn't me. You know, it wasn't me. That was an evil over me as he pulled me up to that location and tried to wake me up. And when I was picking out of my coat and I was seeing his location, I just felt the energy. So yeah, like, yeah, that's why I was like, yo, J Money, we got to get out of here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew he wasn't gonna make it till the morning. So
let y'all know that this man is better than me. Because I was gonna leave his ass at the gas station. Like when he got out of the gas station, I was like, "Bro, let's pull off." Like, he
was. And I'm a person. I'm like, yo, I can't leave him. I can't leave him in the middle of the road, but I will take him back to his hotel and let him go ahead and figure it out from there. Because as a man, that's all I want someone to do to me. If I started acting outside of myself, don't just leave me at a gas station on the side of the road. Because you can take me back to my destination and just get away from me. That's cool.
That is that's crazy. I'm still in shock because I never heard about the crossroads.
Well, y'all know what? Like, can we have an interesting moment? If there was a place that you could go to make a deal, and if you could, the question I guess would be, would you?
Not with the devil. I don't believe in the devil.
Facts.
Well, not with the devil.
So I wouldn't make a bad deal with God. You know what I'm saying? If I don't believe in the devil and I believe God is all good and all evil, I wouldn't want to make a bad deal with God. Because that's what that sounds like to me. A deal with the devil is just a bad deal with God. Because I don't believe in the devil. So I mean, I don't know.
Could you go to the devil, make a deal with him, and then make a totally separate deal with God, as long as it doesn't breach any type of contractual things that you have with the devil.
But
I'm just
if there's no deal, if there's
Does
no
the devil?
if
Does
there's
the
no
devil have
devil,
like a
right,
negotiation
and you make a
process?
bad deal with God, then you only gain temporary happiness
Yeah.
for the end of the bad, until you reach the end of the bad deal. It's only temporary happiness. So to me, I would rather eternal happiness than temporary happiness. I don't know. It's just, to
Yeah.
me, I don't believe in the devil. So that's probably why I never heard of this story. Like, probably seen it and was like, oh, that's bullshit. Like, so I don't know. I'm definitely gonna look into this because this is interesting. Never heard of it.
This you never heard that Bone Thug song? Bone, bone, bone,
Yeah.
bone.
I thought
Crossroads.
that was I
That's
didn't
what
know
it's talking
that's what
about.
they was talking
I
about.
hated that song, yeah.
Wow, only part I knew was I Miss My Uncle Charles, y'all.
That was the only part I
Right.
knew too. Ooh, so wrong. Ooh.
So did they sacrifice Uncle Charles?
We don't know.
I don't
We
know.
don't know. We never
I
asked the details about that song. We just all sang it.
Damn.
Well, not me. I was too scared to sing it.
Damn. That's deep, y'all. Oh
It's
my
a
god.
lot of songs that people don't realize have subliminal messages. Like it's a Juicy J song. I gotta stay fly. That sample in the background is saying Lucifer is my king.
For
So like a
real?
lot of songs, yeah, it's subliminal messages going around. And sometimes even if you look at videos, they do stuff like turn the cross upside down. It's a lot of stuff that they do subliminally that people don't really notice up front, but they're putting like signals and messages in the background of music and songs and stuff like that.
Right. That's how I knew that Cardi B was next up and was on point when she did the video with the like devil horns and all red and the red screen. I said, "Oh yeah, she goated." I said, "Yeah, she good to go." Then what happens? Platinum, Grammy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, all right, that's the go. She walked out there last night, a Grammy Award winner. Y'all know who can't say that?
Nick.
You better be careful for them barbs come and get you. But they can't. She can't say it. And I mean, hey, Lauryn Hill, Cardi B, they both have one album and Grammys and Diamond Records. It's ironic that Lauryn Hill name is on that list. Is man, that's really good. You know what I'm saying? One of the only female in hip hop. It's been a lot of female in hip hop, and Outkast been the only guys in hip hop to win album of the year. Those now they become like the top dogs in the game. Those albums are classic albums. I'm gonna go listen to those.
So you don't think that those were scripted for a certain audience so they could win a Grammy?
I think now after hearing the NFL was scripted, I believe that everything is scripted. But you know what? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know what's crazy? What does it say for you Bible people? It says that God knows the middle, beginning, and the beginning, middle, and the end.
Mm-hmm.
So that means our life is already scripted.
Yeah.
We just going for the ride. I'm waiting for my commercial break so that I can get up, take a breather, and then get back to it.
But you could.
Yeah. My commercial break is 2K.
Yeah, no, that is okay. That is a little bit weird. But while we're still talking about music, let's talk about
Gotta let him take the wheel.
like a natural woman.
Woman. Now let me tell you, I have always been one of the people that I don't like women empowerment songs. Because it's like when y'all hear them and y'all play them, it's like a FU type of way y'all receive them and give them back. And it may not have been the way the artist was singing it. However, that record right there, I was very interested to see that it had come under fire recently.
Yeah.
And J Money, have you heard about this?
Now I'm listening.
Aretha Franklin's "Feel Like a Natural Woman" song. The trans community believes that it's disrespectful
and offensive,
and offensive.
and it inflicts. And wait! It inflicts violence against trans people.
Now listen,
So
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Removed from Spotify, Apple Music, and all platforms.
I'm not gonna lie to you, young. That is the most BS. But a straight, natural woman is the cause of that. There was some woman that played it. Somebody used it as a weapon. It was weaponized first.
I know. I need to get on TikTok. I need to get on TikTok so I can see, because maybe somebody, maybe they start going at somebody and they played the song.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Listen. Tell you,
I didn't understand what I was looking at. So it's this dude. I was on TikTok, right? And it's this dude on the ebony cover. And I was just like, what the hell is going on? So I kept scrolling. And then I didn't realize what it was saying, because it was just like offensive to the transgender community. I was like, not in that community. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, I kept scrolling. Didn't pay attention to it. But now it's actually, to me, I'm sorry, it's kind of funny. And I definitely think it was used as a weapon. Whoever did that definitely used it as a weapon.
Yeah.
Had him in the car.
Somebody pulled that song out. Somebody was like, oh, for real? For real, bitch? Boom. Natural woman.
And you'll
never be it. And you'll never be it. And you'll never be.
She weaponized that song and then got into a fight, and that's why they're saying that it's violent.
It is so messed up, because it's crazy, because Aretha and no one from her state. Well, I mean, Aretha can't come to her defense now, but no one from her state has come to her defense. Like, nah, it's for the natural women. Like, anyone can feel natural.
When Aretha made this song, she was not thinking. I don't even think she was not thinking about the LGBTQRS community.
She wasn't thinking about men in dresses. Just say it.
Listen, I want to let the LGBT community know, even though I am not a part, you can still feel like a natural woman if you meet someone that makes you feel that way. I mean, you can take the same feelings that song gave her, and you can have them too.
Can you stop lying?
No, I mean, like, listen.
I'm gonna
we were just talking about
hard truth, and this is what they don't tell these children that's trying to transgender and transition and change their sexes. You are going to spend the rest of your life trying to feel and be a natural woman.
Yeah, listen, like, what's crazy is this, right?
I mean, it's the truth.
I have to now dissect the lyrics. I have to now dissect the lyrics of that song.
Then Pinocchio could be offensive.
Whoa. Explain that.
I ain't gonna get too deep into it.
No, wait a minute. You already counted, like, listen, like, this is the box. This is the box, and you took the key, and you unlocked it, and you opened it up. And right now, Pinocchio could be offensive. It's just hanging out of the box, and it's damn near out. We have to know, what does that mean? Pinocchio could be offensive.
He was a puppet. That
was
a real boy. So
and he was made of wood.
And he was made of wood. You see what I'm saying? So is Pinocchio as offensive as the Aretha song?
Yeah, it is.
I'm just saying, if they gonna say that song is offensive, I feel like so is Pinocchio.
Well, y'all, let me tell you what I was offended by this week. There's a new book out called The Gay BCs.
What?
There's also a new class being taught about binary choices. So these were two things that I found offensive. But the thing is crazy is we can't be offended by those things because that's offensive to their agenda?
I mean, you could do whatever you want. That's
Let
why
me-
they have private schools and they have private institutions. I know, or homeschool. It's okay to inform your child of, people that want to be something else. But I think it's wrong to raise children to not understand binary concepts. Like, for instance, uh any gay couple, homosexual couple will raise a child and they will believe that two women or two men can conceive, and that's how they got here, without knowing that it takes the
X and
eggs
Y.
of a biological woman and the sperm of a biological man to create a child. Like, they're creating this fantasy, but at the end of the day, it is binary concepts that you still need, the child must know. I understand you want to feel this way, or you feel this way, you want to be this way, but there is fact and fantasy, and I'm not trying
Yeah.
to discount how other people
Yeah.
feel, but there's a huge debate in the trans, in the trans community about just talking about trying to erase biological anatomy, and it's impossible.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've been going back and forth about even kids transitioning and growing up and detransitioning, but it's being forced on them. So as far as the school teaching gay BCs, why do children,
I'm sorry.
like,
What is it?
do y'all remember growing up, like, you had the guy that was a little sweet or whatever, but they
Sweet
just
love.
called him sweet. Nobody really, people probably did pick on him or beat him up or whatever the case may be, which is all wrong. But you already knew that that person liked something else. You know, if you were friends with that person, it wasn't like, ew, get away from me. Like, I remember it was a girl in elementary school. We all knew she was gonna be gay when she got older, but it wasn't like, ew, don't hang with her. Like, it was just like, oh, she gonna hang with the guys. Like, it just is what it is. Or he's gonna hang with the girls. And this he that I'm talking about is a woman now. So I don't think it's necessary to force it in school. Like, kids gonna figure it out. You just gotta teach them not to be violent towards people that are different from you. And that goes with race too. Not just, race is something you can't control. This shit can be controlled. These are choices. People don't, they
I
say
just I
they don't have a
just
choice, but I feel differently about it. And that's another topic for another day. Y'all know I could go
yeah.
on my rants about this, because I'm just not with it. Love who you want to love, but stop forcing it on these children.
Yep. Y'all know the days I miss when we could just say boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. That was a song that they taught us back in the day to let us know who was who. But of course, that's a story for another day. Now I know for sure y'all need to hit that like and subscribe button down at the bottom. Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
Tap out.
Yes,
yeah.
indeed.
That's just, I don't know. It's just different. It's definitely different.
Yeah, no, like
Right.
I'm seeing a whole new world now, man. I'm trying to tell you, nothing is
Let's
the
talk
same.
about Sam Smith though.
Sam Smith. What does Sam Smith do
I thought
besides
you
walk around like the
watched the Grammy.
devil? Huh? What did he do besides walk around like the devil?
So it was this it's this meme about when he came out versus now. Did you see that?
Yes.
I
Like,
didn't.
where he was just regular and then now he's like extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like, is there an undertone? Like, is the industry, and let me just stop where I am, because Lil Nas X, y'all, I'm sorry, but that boy looked it fine in his little pictures. Like, and I never thought I would ever be attracted to Lil Nas X. Like, I just did not find him attractive
You know
at
he's
all.
gay,
But
right?
he was looking
Slot
good
face
in the
emoji.
pictures. He was looking, I don't know. I don't think he gay no. He was looking good.
You don't think
But
he's gay.
anyway, back to the undertones in the in the music industry is how they just continue to feminize men. And I don't understand, like, everybody wants to wear the next designer, even if it's a dress. Like, why are you so pressed to, and it's nothing wrong with men wearing kilts or dresses, I guess,
Man,
but
shit. If your
I
ass
just
ain't from Scotland, you don't need no goddamn kilt, man.
I
Yeah,
just
why?
feel like, why would a masculine man dress feminine and then expects a woman to respect you as a masculine man and not treat you like a feminine man? Like, you're confusing it. Like, it's confusing. Like, so, I mean, I don't know. I watched a debate the other day and it was like, oh, this one guy, I think he's bisexual, but he don't want to come out. But he was like, some women say you're not masculine enough and da 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 and whoop doo doo. And I just feel like if you're wearing a dress, I'm wearing a dress. Like,
He get to the pussy faster.
no, I'm just saying, like, how can I look at you as masculine when we're both I'm feminine and it's confusing. It's just
It's
No, I,
crazy because that's a change in time, right? Because back in the day, I guess when you look at all those gladiator movies, them men was wearing skirts and going to war and kicking ass, but they were also gay. They were
no,
like,
let me
they
just
were
say that
having sex with each other and all types of wild shit. So I don't know what to think anymore. I just know that I'm not wearing a skirt or anything that would be considered women's clothing. Now
let me just say that.
I gotta
you know what? You can't say that. You're gonna get canceled.
I gotta admit, I
Oh,
have
we're
looked at
gender
some shoes
neutral.
and asked myself, how come the women's shoes look like this or get this design or whatever the case may be, or may get this colorway, but men's don't. And the only difference is the size of the shoe.
Mm. I mean, I guess Jordans is what, unisex? Because but I order mine in men's sizes, so I don't know.
No, I don't think it matters.
I think Jordan's only come in men's sizes, but I don't
Yeah,
know
ain't
because
nothing wrong. And I don't get offended. Why don't you make Jordans in women's sizes?
so.
Why do I have to go down 2 sizes
I'm
just to
sorry.
buy a
That's what I was
Jordan?
gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. I think people just need to stop being so fucking sensitive. Lighten the fuck up. Like you can't say midget no more. You can't say the word retarded.
You
Y'all.
can't say midget anymore.
I
No,
heard
it's
that you're
little
not supposed to say
people.
midget. You're not supposed to call people midget or
Well, I
retarded.
need to go check. I need to go check my new album
Yeah,
down.
it's certain words that you're not supposed to say because they're offensive. And I honestly feel like the people who are offended by it, shut your bitch ass up and get a fucking download or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just too much. You can't go back on a song that's over 40 years old and saying this song is degrading our community. They didn't even know your fucking community existed. Shut your,
Well,
you know
you
what
know
I'm
what?
saying? You're too fucking sensitive.
I just want them to attack the NFL and the NBA. If gender does not exist and we're all the same, then there does not need to be separated sports. So the
Listen,
WNBA and the NBA need to just be one
no,
collective
I don't know because I was just joking, right? So, all
Now,
right. So
I would love to see that day because
listen,
I want women to
transgender man.
understand they don't belong playing sports with men.
Listen, a transgender man, should he go to the WNBA or the NBA?
He
Because
goes to
this
the
nigga could
NBA.
dunk. This nigga could dunk. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to be funny.
He goes to the
And
NBA
please,
because he
y'all,
has
don't cancel me. But he doesn't have a league yet.
He needs a league of his own.
no, he
Correct.
needs to go to the NBA.
No, they
There
need to
needs
make
not
a.
to be no NBA. There needs to be just one basketball league for women and men to play against each other because I want to eradicate this gender doesn't exist theory, right?
Nah, they need a
So let's just
TNBA.
get rid of the NBA, get rid of the NFL. Anybody's welcome. Women and men can play in the NFL, and let's see what happens. But you see
No,
what? They don't attack those spaces. They only attack biological women's spaces. They scared to go over there with y'all. Like, but they'll attack
no,
our spaces, and I have a serious problem with that.
they need a TMNBA and a TWNBA, and that's how it's fair. But
No.
to
They need
That's
to
so
just get
fucking
rid of
confusing.
the separate sports and put it all together.
why would it be confusing? You
Well,
wouldn't be watching it.
no, I wouldn't. But I'm just saying it would be fucking confusing because if somebody transitioned from a man to a woman, then what the fuck league do they go to?
There is no league for them.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
there should just be one league for everybody.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree, but then a lot of people wouldn't have a job.
Listen, what we should do is we should just start it off with hockey, right? We should just get some women in the hockey league and just see how that works out. And then we'll work our way up.
Let's start at the NBA and just make that gender neutral, where the women and the men play together.
I mean, let's start with the smaller sports. You know what I'm saying? Let's do NASCAR and then move to hockey.
No.
NASCAR's already like that.
Yeah, so we need to just go start at the top. NBA,
you're right though.
And NFL, and trickle
I think
down.
I agree with you. I think that I 100%. No. Stamp it. I know 100%. I agree with you there. The NBA should allow them to be mixed up and let the gals run with the boys and the boys run with the girls. That way, the girls that are good enough to earn the right money should get it, and the girls who are not and the guys who are not should get what they deserve. Because I don't understand why the best WNBA player makes the same amount or less than the worst NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't fair. Yeah. When she could probably come over there and bust his ass 10 times over if given the opportunity. So, I mean, surely she may not be able to go down there with LeBron. You know, but hey, not too many men can. So what do we have to lose? Let it happen. Yep. I'm sure those women that are centers at 6'7" and 6'8", that'll stop. They'll be just small forwards now. They'll be really slow. So I like to see how they plan on getting around those edges. And hey, maybe the guards may have a shot. But I love to see that. Especially in the NBA. That would stop all the speculation about money. The NFL doesn't have this problem because they've deemed that it's already kind of unsafe for women to be taking those type of hits because, you know, it might mess up them having babies in the future.
I mean, but wait. I mean, we're all one gender. We're all the same. So what does that matter, right?
Yeah, but that's after the surgery. No, we're not one gender.
There is no gender. My bad. There is no gender.
No. You still have to choose a gender. I mean, the non-binary people.
Non-binary. Like, I'm just saying, why do we have, like, if their point is that they should be allowed in women's bathrooms and women's sports and women's private areas because we're all the same. Why don't we just go ahead and just make everything all the same? Like, I don't get it.
So I think that everything that happens in life is money.
Mm-hmm.
It's money based. It's cheaper making them. I mean, it doesn't make as much money or common sense to put them all in one pot.
Right. They make more money.
We can milk this cow till the cows come home. It's like colorways. Yeah. I mean, if Jordan only made one color of the 11s, then everybody would be able to get them when they come out every year. But having the different colorways makes people put their own spin on it while saying, oh yeah, I got the shoe. I just didn't want that color. So I mean, there has to be genders. There has to be something that you choose. You may not choose it don't have to be what you look like on the surface. And that's where it's getting confusing. I mean, what we used to see as a boy, we could actually walk up to him and be like, yo, hey boy, come here. And that boy say, I'm not a boy, I'm a girl. And we have to be like, oh, okay, girl, come here. Or we could just say, you come here or come here, whatever the case may be, or nothing at all.
Yeah, and I've been in a situation where I grabbed a.
I remember that. Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Come here. I'm going to hell. Speaking of
because our good friend J Money has hey, listen, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that this world is getting. We got a campaign for what makes people got a campaign for themselves in this world now at this point.
They
They
do.
got campaign for themselves now at this point.
But
So did y'all see the post I sent? Speaking about people got a campaign for themselves, did y'all see the post that I sent out this week about what artists are doing with their money?
Oh yeah, they don't even realize
run
it
me
though.
down.
So we ran down. There was a list that said artists are using
400
how
on
losing artists are
Mm-hmm.
using their money.
mm-hmm.
So what was an interesting thing in it? One of the posts said $500 to weed,
Mm-hmm.
$300 to studio time,
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
$200 to a video, $25 to marketing.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
No, and I noticed it's true. Like I noticed it's true because when I'll do something with an artist, and then after we do all that stuff, 500 for the video, they put $20. I just want to see what the 20 going to do. Well, why didn't you think about that when you shot the video? You ain't want to just see what that 500 was going to do. You ain't want when you went to the studio and spent 300. You ain't want to see what this 300 going to do.
So can I be funny and real at the same time?
Go ahead.
A $200 video is a $25 video.
You said a what?
A $200 video
Mm-hmm.
is a $25 video.
Same
And what I
category.
mean by that is some of these artists are paying for these $200 videos because they're the cheapest they could get,
Mm-hmm.
they're just looking for a really low budget, man, to get them a video because they think that that's what they have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what are they doing in these videos to make you want to watch them? I mean,
Didn't I?
half of them don't even have people in them. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're not even performing. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see if you're in a video by yourself and you're performing, but they're not even doing that. There's no storylines. They're just the man sitting around them. They're mans who don't even really know the song, and you can tell they're probably learning it on the video set as it's going over and over again. Let's just be real. There's no promo on the record that they actually freaking shooting a video for. So the
I mean, did you see
video,
that? You saw that one I sent you? The one that said that they got signed with a label. They were doing a song for the label. The label was spending $80,000 on a video. They shot the video for $80,000. He was like, for real, me and my homeboy could probably shot it for $1,000, $2,000. But the label paid $80,000 for this video shoot. And then at the end, the label scrapped the video and the song. So obviously, a record label has enough money to spend this much on a budget for a video, right? And like even when I talk to some other people about videos, the budget, if you're saying a couple hundred, oh, that's sweet. Get rid of that quick. Like if you're really trying to do a full production, it costs money. And if you're spending majority of your money on weed, like look, just check this. After 30 days, just check and look at how much you spent on weed. And then go back and say, wow, if I took this and invested it in the same thing in myself, because that's what you're doing, invested in yourself in a different way, you're actually flipping your money. Like I tell people, if you take $1 a day every day for 365 days and you put it in an investment account, after 1 year, that money will double. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't have the mindset. It's all about right here, right now. They trying to show off for their friends. Ooh, it doesn't add up. If it
y'all
don't make
is
sense, it don't make
y'all
sense.
know why I don't get on artists no more about what they do with their money, what they do with their
Not
budgets,
my
and
business.
what they don't do. 100,000% because I don't know what these artists' goals are.
Right.
There's so many artists I talk to, I'm like, yo, why you do music, man? I just got so much I want to get off my chest. I just got so much to say. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, all right. I just want to share my
I be
shit with
like,
the
why
world.
don't you just go to therapy? It's like,
All right. Well, cause listen,
I just
what was crazy is everybody know when I got shot, I was suffering from PTSD. I was suffering from a lot of like mental stuff where I was like angry all the time, what I'm saying, manic depression, shit like that. And I had to start going to see a therapist. And the one thing that therapist asked me, well, why don't you do music anymore? Besides just the PTSD and all that stuff. Like that's an easier way to get it out besides cussing out everybody you meet, not trusting nobody, feeling away. So they'll encourage you to do your music to deal with that stuff as a therapeutic way. And some
mm-hmm.
people use it just for that. Some people it's just a hobby. You know, so like when I understand, I look at people's records, I be like, man, damn, man, that joint. Why'd you drop it like that? Certain album covers, certain mixes, certain masters. I be like, I get it. They're not in this for the long haul. I can tell when the artist gets into the long haul because they start asking certain questions. Then you start seeing them take it more serious and move it up.
I know. I'm just gonna tell you, as an artist, you can't be friends with another artist. Not gonna work.
Why not?
Y'all are both artists. It's like if you're in the NBA, you can't like y'all competition. If you playing on the other team, y'all competition. Y'all can always work together. Y'all could do stuff together, but having that friendship is not going to be the same because both of y'all have maybe different goals in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like that could even be how the Migos ended up breaking up. There was
I gotta go and stamp the 1,000% disagree with that.
Yeah, me too.
What, that you could be friends with another artist?
Yes, that's. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'll actually rebuttal that disagreement with this. I believe that that's the only way that you can have success in anything that you do is by how many friends you have that do it as well.
No,
because like you said,
your other friends need to be your other friends need to be members of the team who help support your business, right? So when you look at Bar Rescue, when you look at these TV shows, you see the main star. You see John Taffer, he's the main star. But how many people are in the background holding the camera, being security, being the bartenders, being all these other roles? It's not about these people being the main role. That's what I'm saying. If you're with another artist, y'all both are going to be clashing.
You're looking for a support system. You're looking for a support system, an assistant, somebody that's not your friend.
That's not
two artists can be friends, I believe, because you can complement each other. You guys may have different markets when you guys do shows to go together or cross over together. You can blend.
You can call it friends, but that's a business partner.
No, and hang out and have similar interests. I mean,
still a business partner.
No. Even to his point with the John Tapia situation. Yes, you're talking about the the show in its own. But when he does that show, every time when he goes into a site, he says, here's my good friend Jenny. She's the best mixologist in Chicago. And I got my man John. He's the best mixologist in such and such. And I got my girl Susan. She's the best chef in the Midwest. So they're going to help you get right. And if you listen to them, you're going to be great just like them because they do this and this. That's where they're all friends. Like they all have challenged each other to reach a level of greatness and excellence. I mean, the fact that 2 Chainz was able to meet a person like Lil Wayne, they were 2 rappers, but that changed 2 Chainz' whole career by them becoming friends.
I never thought of them as friends. I would think associates, business associates. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe the word friends just means something else to me because I feel like friends comes to an end. Most of the time, people who are your friend, it comes to an END.
You think so?
A lot of times.
I do believe that when it comes to friends, it's age groups.
Friends are seasons, I think, sometimes too. But then sometimes friends can be lifelong friends, depending on where you are in your life and who your friends are.
Let's like the reality of it is all friends are lifelong friends. If a friend becomes a non-friend, then they're no longer a friend, right? But the reality of it is you can always trigger whatever it was that made y'all friends. As what anything outweighs real friendship. That's what you talk about, lifelong friends, niggas that make up after having shit, whatever. But when you talk about meeting friends for a season, if you meet them and therefore whatever situation that you're doing, then you haven't made them a friend if you're only using them to catapult yourself. But making a real friend, inviting someone into your life, them inviting you into their life, and you all excelling together. I mean, look at LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, right? Do you not believe that they are real friends because they no longer play on the same team? Their kids still hang together. They make sure their kids go to the same schools, for Christ's sakes. You know what I'm saying? So Nah, like you need friends in whatever realm that you do in your industry, especially as a rapper, because it pushes your competitive level. It pushes your work ethic. It gives you something to and people to work with and build with. Now, the crazy thing is when you use the word friend,
Mm-hmm.
like what are you looking for from them?
Well, see, I don't know. I don't know what a friend is. Obviously, I don't know what the fuck that is. It just sounds like a word to me.
So the answer to this question, do you feel like you have friends?
No,
I'm not laughing at you, J Money. I'm just laughing at the how you just like I don't even know what the fuck a friend is.
no, I don't. Like that shit sound good, but
You sound that sounds like that sounds
Hurt.
so
Sounds
hurt.
like
That's like
pain.
that sounds like a lot of pain.
mm,
I mean, like I have friends in this industry. I have friends that are artists as well.
hmm,
And the thing about it is, it's interesting because we don't work together, right?
mm-hmm.
We don't work together on music, but we ask each other all the time, did you hear my? Did you hear my? I just like, we hear this out each other's stuff before it comes out. So it's like, all right, we don't have to be on that same level because we're real friends. Like I can call you and talk to you about real life stuff. We can talk about something other than work, other than the industry. Like we can sit for hours and play video games. We can sit for hours and just talk shit about each other's like whatever's going on in our own personal lives. Like we know what's going on. That's a big difference. If you only call a person when it's a business move or it's business or then nah, you can't call that person a friend. You have to be like, hey, let's talk about other things besides business.
Mm, I don't know. I feel like friends and seasons because you can outgrow friendships. So that's what I meant by seasons. Like y'all might be the best of friends now, but eventually, as you grow or as they grow, y'all might outgrow each other to where you're not as close friends to where you become just associates. I think.
But it's like that because that in that realm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two people have grown like this. But let's say like if you meet a friend that's always if you got a friend with you that's always a clubber and or a drinker. And like, man, every time we together, we drinking, we turning up. Every time we together. But now one of the friends become a sober friend, like I don't drink no more, I don't go to clubs no more. But you're still always drinking and clubbing and drinking and clubbing. Well, you're probably gonna see that friend way less.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is. But that person is not the only thing that's going is there has to be something done between those two people to stop them from being friends. And that has to be something done and caused by one of the two parties. Because anybody that I've just stopped talking to over years, like my friend Jzabel, for instance, we don't talk. I haven't seen him since maybe 2007, but I still call him my friend. And if we see each other in the streets today or tomorrow, if we stumble across each other's social medias, because I don't have his, he don't have mine. But if we stumble across each other, it's right back where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like right back where we left off, and I ain't seen you in 10 years because nothing bad happened between us. Nothing broke us. You just moved your family away, and I have my family where I am. We don't talk as much. You lose contact, different phone numbers, change your phone numbers, whatever the case may be. If I see any of my guys that I grew up with in Forest Creek today or tomorrow, I still gonna show them the same love that they show me. So the friendships get cut off by one of the two parties by an action.
I
So
agree with that.
if you feel like you don't have any friends, like we said, somebody hurt you to cut that off, or you hurt somebody to cut that off. Because at the end of the day, y'all should always be able to see each other or link back up
Because
whatever
I
the
got a
case
whole
may
bunch of
be.
people that I don't have to talk to every single day, and I could call them, you know what I'm saying, and talk like it was nothing. But I don't consider those my friends. Like if you ask me, all my friends are dead. Like I
All
don't
my
really
friends are
think.
dead.
Yeah,
Damn, Uzi.
no, no
No,
bullshit.
yeah, isn't that
Yeah,
Uzi? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like I don't know.
yeah. Nah,
I don't know what
I
real
mean,
friend
as you
is.
it's
But
get,
crazy
like,
because you.
when I was in high school or when I was in school, yes, I had friends. These are people that I chill with every day. We let them into our lives. You know what I'm saying? We went on missions together. We went on adventures together where we was trying to figure it out. We was like, all right, cool. What we gonna do through the weekend? Like these were my friends. But like since I'm not in school, I don't feel the need for any friends. Like I like my friends where they at. Like
Like, you know what's crazy for me? Everybody is my friend, right?
that's the
I
problem.
mean, it's like this. I don't even do business with people that I don't consider my friend.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy part is, I will turn away your money
Mm-hmm.
and your business if I don't
Mm-hmm.
believe I can be friends with you. And it doesn't have to be, and it doesn't have to be about getting a deal. Like I was telling my father earlier, just because someone is your friend doesn't mean they should give you a deal or a hookup. But
Mm-hmm.
it does mean that they make themselves available to you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's club owners right now that I consider them my friend because whenever I pick up the phone and call them, they say,
yeah.
"Oh, my friend, what day do you want? I got you." Right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't hang with them. I don't go to their house, but I bring them business and they help me put food on my family plate. So we're friends. Um, with artists that I work with, I don't work with an artist unless I consider them a friend. I mean, because at the end of the day, what we know about music, what we know about percentages, what we know about your name, your value, your net worth,
Mm-hmm.
just doing a collab could mean so much for a person. Why would I
Mm-hmm.
just give that to anybody? Why would I give that to somebody who I feel like I may hate later? Why would I
Mm-hmm.
want that person I want to make a dime off me, and he may hate me later? We may be busting at each other down the street one day, like some stupid Golden Corral stuff. Nah, I prefer to put my life in a harmony. Like if I meet a person online, I'm like, "What's up, buddy? What's up, friend?" Until they're like, "You're this and you're a bitch. Fuck you and f you and shut the fuck up," and then they get the same energy
That
that
they
they
get.
give me.
Uh-huh.
But as far as I'm concerned, everybody that I meet, eh, that's why I love social media. And like it's certain some social medias I like better. It's like I like how Facebook call it your friends list as opposed to Instagram calling it your followers.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like those are like small things that be like, that's kind of weird to me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather they all be friends. I
You know,
love like
I used to be like you until I started working with these artists and working in this industry and how just yeah, I can't be friendly no more. Hey, you my
no,
friend and you my friend and you my friend and you my friend and
Man,
yeah.
no,
I ain't gonna
fuck
lie to you.
that
I used
shit.
to. Yeah, I
Hell,
can't
fuck
even.
no. Now I'm looking at you. I'm looking at how you move, how you associate. Are you a
Mm-hmm.
clout chaser? Like, what's up with you? Before
Mm-hmm.
I even,
Yeah.
you know,
But you know, like this is how I feel, right? I feel like if you put a big enough field around yourself, right, and you know
Mm-hmm.
that you're attracting the same energy that you put out, then you understand this. People that can't handle the energy will remove themselves.
hmm
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes what's up, bro? How you been? What you working on? It's too much positive energy for a person. And they're like, man, I don't talk to that dude no more. All he do is talk about when I'm gonna drop this and when I'm like, And I don't know it. When I say, like, you drop something yet? And they're like, man, bro, come on, I work now, bro. Oh, that's what's up, bro. Congratulations, man. Shoot, good job. Keep doing whatever you're doing.
hmm
Like, because at the end of the day, I realized this. I'm only in control of what I put out there.
Right.
So it gets weird to me when I'm like, all right, if a person does not want to be my friend,
hmm
then they're showing you the type of person that they are.
hmm
And usually no one in my circle is going to want that type of person around anyway. So it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't think of it like that because I'm good to the people that I'm around. Like if I'm around you, I'm going to be good to you. If I'm not around you, I don't have no reason to be good to you. If I'm not associated with you, like if you're not on my recent text messages, I'm not looking for your number. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not on my recent call log, I'm not about to go through my phone and call you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I see this in my last 7 days of whatever call history, these are the people that I keep myself associated with. If somebody else messages me, I keep associated with them. But that's what I'm saying. Like I don't feel like, or maybe I'm just at that point or age where I'm just like, yeah, I'm over the friend thing. I feel like I have great relationships with people, great relationships, great rapport, great, you know what I'm saying, situations. Because when I come around somebody, I don't care what it is. If they're like, all right, this is what I'm trying to get done. And I think sometimes people know not to say certain shit around me because I'll figure out a way to make that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Like some people call me and they're like, hey, look, I've been thinking about this. Cool. Let's try to make this happen. They know I'm going to turn it into a SMART goal, something realistic and achievable. And I feel like I don't necessarily call those my friends, but I'm happy to have these great relationships with these people.
No, listen, like it's nothing wrong with having an opportunistic mindset, right? But at the end of the day, I look at, if I'm talking about me and you, right? I look at you like, if not my best friend, especially in this industry, like you're damn near the only person that I count on in this industry. Period. Right. So it's like wherever I go, wherever I'm flying in, I'm trying to figure out a way for both of us to be accommodated. And I look at it like that's what you need in this industry because when I used to move solo, you see how you see how things is, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, nah, man, wait a minute. When you really start thinking about it in this industry and how we have to start thinking about how we grew up with the idea of what a friend is, it's like, shoot, if I could pick up the phone and call you, if you could pick up the phone and call me, that's a friend. If you could come to my house and I could come to your house, that's a friend. If I know your mama and you know my mama,
that's a friend.
That's my friend. If we ain't outside fist up, you're my friend. You know? So like in this industry, it's crazy because there's a lot of people now that don't like me because of the people that I have chosen to be my friends. And and with that, with my friendship comes my support. You know what I'm saying? And because and it's not just a one-sided thing. Like my friends support me and all the dumb bullshit I do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, we're in these boats together. So when I look at everyone that's against me for the choices that I've made of my friends, I say shit, it's well worth it. Because like I said, anybody that chooses not to speak with me because of my affiliations or whoever I am friends with will not fit in my circle anyway. And why would I disrupt a full first fierce wheel of conducting moving friends that make things happen to bring in one person to disrupt it?
Right.
And the crazy part is family, friend, foe, whatever the case may be, they change up any minute. So longevity is the most important thing.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying because it's been a lot of times where I run into people, and this is why I say I don't have a friend anymore. I run into people, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is my friend, and they were just my friend because they couldn't wait to become my enemy. Like, what the fuck type shit is that? And that's why maybe why I'm saying like, nah, I don't have no friends. Like, I have great relationships with people. You know what I'm saying? I got good rapport, but like I can't consider them a friend because the people that I was considering friends did some wild shit. Or it was like, yeah, they tried to figure out everything about you so that they could use it against you, like the fucking police.
Yep. I remember when I first started calling all my friends Brody, right?
You gotta move different though. That's why you eliminate your list and you just start fresh. And now you vet people, you vet people a little bit more. I think when we were younger, we're just like, oh, okay, we got some things in common. You cool, I'm cool. Like we could be friends. But it's more so like with me now, it's more so like I want to see how you treat other people. I want to see how your relationship with your other friends are. Like, I'm no longer being friends with bitches that ain't got no friends. Like, why don't you have no
Wow.
friends?
Yeah. Like, why don't
But
you?
like, let me tell you how crazy I've gotten. Cause I'm psychotic with it. I'm the person that not only wants to be the friend, I want to be the best friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't just implant the idea of I'm your friend. You see what I'm saying? I'm becoming your sibling. You know what I'm saying? So this is like when I talk about being a friend or having friends, I make friends very easily, but I understand that that is not friends is not the level of my inner, like there's not the highest level of my inner circle, right?
Mhm.
Friends are simply what they were, just on a higher level now. If you can, if you support me every like every week, the same followers, the same people that watch this show every week, they
Mhm.
are my friends, right? It's like even if I never see them, they are
Mm-hmm.
my friends. They support me every week. If
Mhm.
any of them jump in my inbox and ask for my number, any of them jump in my inbox and speak to me, it's like open game, right?
Mhm.
They have a level of access that most people don't have. So
Okay.
they're my friends. But we talk about now, you talk about Brody's best
All right.
friends, that inner circle. That's where you start getting it real critical. Like, who are the people that I can talk to? Do I know their parents? How long have we known each other? Like, when you think about it like this, my very best friend in the whole wide world probably has only been to two of my shows ever.
Hmm.
He definitely does not tune into this show ever because he's shown that it's more than just this. It's more than what I do for work of why he's in that close circle. It's real life that he's supported me through, real life that he's helped me through, real life that he's been there for.
Mhm.
So, like, that equates whatever happens in this business. Then imagine someone that you meet in this business that has equated that as well, that's
Mhm.
been through real life stuff with you.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mhm.
mean, I had an artist, I had an artist that, like, me and him, we literally lived together for like 3 months on a damn couch. This nigga producing, this nigga producing stuff, and we stayed at another friend house. You know, like we homeless, and to in that joint every day, all day, making music, trying to figure out a hit to get some money.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I mean, listen, are we friends now? Online, on social media, but what we've been through outweigh. I seen you in real life situations at your lowest, like that outweighs everything. So I don't know. I don't have too many enemies. Only enemies that I really have is like people that put me in danger. And
I
people
don't
that
even
say they
know if
don't
I
like me don't put me in danger. People that say that they have a problem with me, they don't put me in danger. Saying
right.
you don't like me, it doesn't take money out of my pocket. It doesn't make me feel like I have to look over my shoulder because I'm not putting out that type of energy. It's a lot of artists that be putting out that bullshit energy.
And that's what they get back.
Yeah, I'll pop, I'll smoke a nigga, I'll leave a nigga leaking and all that crazy shit, and
Mhm.
stains on a t-shirt and blah blah blah. Wear you as a t-shirt, and all these threats that we make in the subliminal music and shit. That's the energy that they get back when
Right.
they don't have friends no more.
Well,
Yeah, you
friends
know.
open doors for enemies. You just gotta like just choose wisely when you vetting or not even vetting, but when you before you let people close to you.
I'm gonna tell everybody this: you support the people that support
You.
you.
Yeah, that and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And
Like,
that's what I'm saying to you. Like the people who I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person messaged me, this person talked to me, this person called me, this is who I'm affiliated with. This person's on my email list. Like, the people who are on my list are the people that I still associate with. And it's been some of the same people for over whatever 10, 15 years.
I don't know if everybody, I don't know, everybody's not privy to what's been going on with me, but there's like certain promoters in the city that don't like me, right? That just want to viva la off success, don't want to promote or support anything success do, all because of artists that I've chose to work with. Now, of course, their thing is I've put money and help you make money all these years, and you're gonna turn your back on me because of this artist. Well, did you ever take to consider that this artist has achieved the other things in life that makes you a friend, right? Been to your house, met your family, they're talking on the talk, actually has your phone number. You two can actually call and talk to each other, right? But see, a lot of people are not privy to everyone's life. Like, I don't know who your friends are really, right? I just know who you're associated with, but I don't know the level of association that they have. And a lot of people make that mistake. So when people question, oh, why did you choose him? I'm like, oh, y'all don't know my sons call him uncle.
Right.
But y'all don't know that because all y'all have attached me to is work-related friends. Yeah, I'm your friend because I'm going to always come to the show. I'm going to always do my part, bring people out. I'm going to always turn up and host it, DJ, perform, whatever you need me to do. But then you showed your true hand when I invited you into my real circle. It's like when you tell me, oh, I have a problem with this person, and I'm like, oh, that's my bro, right? At the end of the day, I guess now you know, right? it's like you remember when we went through right? And everybody's like, oh yeah, don't no more. We're not booking J Money no more. Did you hear what that girl said? And I was like,
we made more money off that goofy shit.
I was like, did I hear what the girl said? I said, me and that dude are friends. So we actually talk. I said, I think I heard about it before y'all heard about it. And you didn't do anything? I did what I was supposed to do.
You stood your ground.
I definitely did.
And now I'm gonna tell you something. Out of all of that, all of those people that I was associated with every single day, and this is why I'm saying I don't have friends. And if anything, yeah, success, you probably are my only friend. Because when all that shit hit the fan, the only person who was like, yeah, bro, you know what you gotta do, right? You were the only one to try to give me some advice. Like, I couldn't even go to anybody else because nobody else outside of, you know what I'm saying, what I was doing knew what the fuck was going on.
But were they really your friends before all of that stuff?
Yeah,
no.
You can't use the word friend lightly.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
You definitely can't, because when shit hit the fan, I saw who was real, and it really fucked me up. Because at the end of the day, I was like, damn, I'm a good person. Like, I'm going to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do all of this because I fuck with this person. And then at the end of the day, I realized I was in the hospital for 21 days. Nobody came to visit. I didn't get a phone call. Success called me. When I was in the hospital for 6 days with COVID, I was supposed to be going on the tour. I didn't get a call from anybody else but this person right here. So at the end of the day, I think it's hard for me to say that, oh, I could just use the word. Maybe I just don't use the word friend as friendly as y'all use it. And that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of friends, because when it's time, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Like, when the shit hitting the fan, where you at? But if the shit hit the fan with you, I'm right there. I ain't going nowhere. If this phone ring, I'm like, yeah, what's up? What you need?
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes it's, I don't know if it's a one-way revolving door or, you know what I'm saying, what it is, but that's why maybe just my affiliation of the word friends is a little different.
And that like me, like, and I remember
Understandable.
And Jzabel, you was the only person that you were the only person that still believed in me with the podcast and the radio and everything. You know, like, everybody was ready to, like, yeah, nah, like, oh, this what he doing. This got to be done. Like, we got to do this. We got to make sure we got to tax him. We got to make sure he pay for this. And I'm sitting here like, where in the heck? I probably use more graphic. I'm like, but where's all this coming from? You know? So I'm not gonna lie to you. When I said it, then I said, I look at my circle now, and I'm like, I'm so glad that everything happened because I didn't know how am I gonna how are we gonna start winging it down and make it really a thing, right? When are we not gonna be just running around? How can we make this happen? And I guess like DJ Khaled said, God did, you know,
Mhm.
because people started showing themselves.
Yep.
People started putting
Change the
their
color.
beliefs in others
Yep.
and
Mhm.
their projections onto me. And the thing that I understood was where people thought that I would get sensitive about it or people thought that I would break down about it, I actually used it and it became fuel.
Yep.
And we all just started elevating and elevating and elevating. Now, the problem that we have here, right, is that a lot of people did not elevate.
Nah, they still right there.
That's what I was just telling you before we came on. Is like I just feel like it's just the same wheels just turning and turning and turning and turning. And at some point, you gotta jump off the wheel and walk up the stairs. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep. Yep. Let's like
Yeah.
it's amazing because I want to speak about Red Lounge, right? The thing that I the thing that I always respect about Red Lounge is this. Wafa and Bo make sure artists get paid.
Yeah.
hmm
They
And I fuck
take
with that.
care of that from a standpoint like really guys, I gotta be straight up 100%. I don't see no venue in the DMV doing it.
Yeah, that's one of the ones. It's five of them that are on my top list, but yeah, that's one of them.
Now, I mean, like, I know the five that are on the top list, right? But
Mm-hmm.
when we look at those five, the only one that's checking off your checklist for your international stuff, for your
Yeah, for
not
all categories.
US stuff, and also making sure your live experience is yours. I mean, that's the only venue without you having to go through some promoter who's going to gouge you or some third party who's going to make you feel like it's yeah goddamn what's your budget, all that crap right there,
Mhm.
right? Let's talk about it though, right? Let's talk about it. That's going to really support your movement. And I'm not going to lie to you, if even if it's one person shows up, only going to ask you when is your next one.
Mhm.
She not on you about your money that you make for her because she knows she making money. She's just in it for the artists of the DMV area.
hmm
So honestly, a lot of people are like, why do you keep on going to Red Lounge? And honestly, guys, because the rest of y'all are not taking care of your business.
Yeah, that part.
hmm
And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I laugh because I've been trying to. You know what it is? I realized I was talking to an artist and they were just like, "Yeah, bro, you know what you said to me, I don't even understand." And I was like, "Damn, you just need to focus on being creative. Like you need somebody else there to do the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody else there to do the booking. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes people need teams. They need touring managers. They need booking managers. They need these other people because they're great at being creative. They're great at writing. You know what I'm saying? And there's some people who are
Y'all,
great at writing, but they don't want to perform. So, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's just being associated with the right people to help you progress and move forward. But if you don't
I told the
associate yourself with
artist,
those right people,
I told the artist earlier that there's literally no way an artist can take care of his paperwork and still be creative and do everything he need to do at the same time.
Hmm.
no way.
I went that far, bro.
Ain't no way.
And the reason why I have to say this is because in a business, right? This is do you ever see her the saying like it has to run like a smooth oil machine? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it has to run like a good machine, a good business runs, right?
Yeah.
So when you think about an artist who handles every single thing on his own, there's always something he's missing.
Of course.
And the thing about it is, what makes all companies, what made Rockefeller great, what made Def Jam great, what made QC great, is their delegation, right? I mean, the facts is, Coach K, his brother Pete, Two Official, and all the other people up there, they put together something where they all do it, but they have their staff that takes care of all the back stuff so that they can do all the up stuff, so that the artists can do all the stuff they need to do. I mean, could you imagine if an artist, well, you can imagine because you do it all the time. But it's like, damn, while you're filling out paperwork, there's no, listen to this real stuff, right? While you're filling out paperwork, there's somebody at a label getting an artist booked. While you're getting yourself booked, there's an artist already on stage performing. So now you've gotten through those cycles to do that, but this artist is now with this label that has this team doing this, has done this cycle already 3 times, 4 times. And they don't even know is this someone that's dedicated to this stuff. Because honestly, most people don't like doing everything. Nobody likes doing everything. If someone is good with computers, he's usually not good with talking to people. You know, like, and if someone is really good with talking to people, he don't want to be sitting on a computer doing paperwork all day. Yeah, it's just interesting, man.
No, it's definitely interesting. But it's just, I mean, it's different for everybody because I feel like if you want something, you'll work for it. And honestly, it might take some time. Like some people have to do trial and error. And I think that it takes about 6 cycles. Like an artist needs to drop 6 albums or singles or EPs.
No, man, stop that.
Before you realize, okay, this is the algorithm. This is how the money flows in. Because it's going to take you, 30 to 60 days to get your first royalty check. So,
I don't believe that.
90, it take 90.
You got people that do that. Okay, so this is an interesting question. Would you rather be a one-hit wonder or a no-hit wonder?
I would rather be a one-hit wonder than a no-hit wonder all day.
All day.
Why?
Because it's the word hit. That means residual income.
Yes. For life. Royalties for the rest of your life.
And some people make that hit on the second try or the first cycle.
Or the first try. Yes.
Let me tell you how Rick James is still getting paid. He got paid 3 more times after making an original record. Then 20 years later got paid again because I think MC Hammer used it and Can't Touch This. Then got paid for it again. You know what I'm saying? So you might just need one hit.
With Nicki.
Beyonce's still getting paid for Say My Name.
In today's world, that's why I don't like those people that preach that old dinosaur ideology about how to get on and how to make it. Because back in the day, 6 cycles meant a song, a tour, a song, a tour, a song, a tour. Even Jimmy Iovine told Gwen Stefani, "Give me 6 years and you'll be a star." But in today's world, it is proven that's no longer a fact.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
it's one song, great marketing, great usage of the blogs, great usage, quality. Nobody. Because I saw a song earlier today on DMV Hits the News that everyone was like, "This is fire." Even one comment read, "This is catchy. I kind of like it."
No, I never said I kind of like it. I said, as much as I hate the DMV flow, this is very cute and catchy. That's it.
Yes. So you see what I'm saying to you? The marketing is way more important than the record. And
Well, no, you're not being fair. Because to be
not listen.
honest,
Next
listen
week,
to her lyrics.
I
It's a
really
female
want.
song. It's for the ladies anyway. So of course, what she was saying, I thought was cute, and then she did it to the DMV flow. Yes, she needs more work on her delivery, but ultimately, like for me, not to like that flow at all. I actually
Listen. So listen. I'm not talking about the flow, right? I'm not gonna talk about the flow. I'm not gonna talk about the flow. I'm talking about the mix of that song and the video quality that song was presented.
Okay.
It wasn't a real video. That looked like a TikTok thing.
Okay, the video quality, but that
I mean, she's holding the phone up like this in her music video. This is her music video. Her music video was her holding the phone up.
need for TikTok.
All right, so that was the quality that is not needed. Again, a big budget video was not needed, right? Not needed to catch the attention and get what it needed to get, right? Mm-hmm. She didn't even need the listen. Let's say for instance, DMV Hood as a news promoted it on their own. Let's say Cheese promoted it on their own. Because I've been calling them out lately, but let's just say they promoted it on their own. That means that she didn't need a big budget music video, a big budget studio to catch their attention.
Right.
All she needed to do was get it into their hands for them to let all their thousands of followers and many more on the blog sites to do it and catch on to it. And now, she's the next Ice Spice.
Nah, she ain't up there yet.
I mean, yeah, the thing that Ice Spice did was put together a really big video.
Pop song with this girl that I like. I like Ice.
Yeah, well, she thought I was feeling her. No, she sucked. But I am gonna say this.
Really, if you listen to her lyrics,
you know what?
It goes back to lyrics, and I'm not a lyric person, but I listen to her lyrics, and I'm like, oh shit, that's catchy as fuck. Oh, okay.
You know what sold me? You know what sold me this weekend about Ice Spice?
What?
I was sold on Ice Spice. Now I'll end with this. I was sold that Ice Spice is a bot. When my daughter, I turned on her music, and I was trying to just see what the album was about. And my daughter kept saying, turn off that song. So I go to the next song. She said, I said, turn off that song. I go to the next song. This is a short album. She said, Daddy, didn't I say turn off that song? I said, this is a different one. She said, they all the same song. My daughter's 4. She said, they're all the same song.
No.
And I'm like, well, yeah, she's rapping the same way. It does sound like a one run on choppy beat. And they just keep on saying, keep going, and changing the beat on her. Like, she just keeps rapping the same way. Just keep going. Like, it was like one day in the studio. Just keep going. She's probably tired and all Ice Spiced out. And I'm like, don't worry about it. Keep going. We got another beat. And then she was like, you know what? Enough. It's like, all right, we got about 8 records. So we good. So, okay. Yeah. We'll see how it goes on the second one.
Still hot.
Yeah, no doubt, because of her marketing. Her marketing is amazing. Amazing. So, y'all already know, man. Like, y'all should be hitting that like and subscribe button. Y'all let us know if y'all like this 2-hour platform. Next week, we're going to a 1-hour show here next week.
Yeah.
And we're going to jump right on into why I believe marketing is way bigger than the song.
Yeah, I do too.
We're gonna jump right into that, and then whatever else crazy happens, we'll talk about it. Yes, I believe Future was robbed. He should have beat out Kendrick Lamar, but Kendrick Lamar's the chosen one. I get it. JmoneyGibbs, what you got coming up?
I'm keeping it busy, staying busy. Got some new music dropping. I just dropped that Unity for Black History Month. Make sure you go check that out. Other than that, I'm gonna stay tuned to my Instagram, my TikTok. It's always going down, something new every week.
Oh, you got TikTok?
You TikToking?
Mm-hmm.
You do TikTok dances and challenges?
Do I do TikTok dances? Nah.
Challenges?
Nah, I just be on there checking the time.
Okay. All right, I'll check it out. Jzabel, what you got coming up?
Well, registration has closed for the Indie Russell concert, mini concert that's coming up. Selected artists will be I guess the final decision should be made by tomorrow. We get applications. So you guys stay tuned for that. We will be having DJ Ginger Bricks on the ones and twos, the hottest.
Oh yeah, I love Ginger Bricks.
DJ in the DMV. Yes, y'all know if she's on the ones and twos, it's definitely gonna be lit. So that's just a little sneak peek for y'all. Don't forget the Indie Russell concert is February 19th, 2022. I mean 2023. Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Time machine.
We do
I
have
wish I had a time machine.
Y'all already know I'm a Henny girl, so Henny bottle specials if you want champagne, and I think we should have one or two different tequilas. Open bar, get there early. The time is 8 to 12. So yeah, and we will be finishing at 12. This is not a showcase. So this is not a showcase. This is a concert. So it will be more of a party vibe, not just a whole bunch of people jumping on stage, rapping, running all over the place. So make sure y'all come out. Stay tuned for more details.
That is amazing. You know, when the claps start clapping, everybody start tapping. Now, I'm going to tell y'all one thing for sure. I ain't got too much coming up. My basketball team's made the tournament. So we got a chance to win it all. And I'm going to tell y'all one thing for sure and two things for sure. I do plan on winning it all. So I need y'all to pray for my team. Give us all the support. We need the spirit fingers, all right?
Big wins.
Yeah, big wins, big wins. Big wins, big wins. We just had a double overtime win, so we lit.
Ain't y'all going on tour?
Yep, the tour starts in March. And I will tell y'all this. All the slots, I know y'all DMing me and asked me, can y'all get on the show? Unfortunately, that's going to be a big no. You guys are more than welcome to come out, though. The slots are all full. Now, my boy Joe Young and the Stadium Gods is definitely going to be doing the tour.
Go time.
Richmond, Atlanta, and also the DC area. So, DC, we're looking for y'all to turn up with us. That's March 21st. All right. Now, like Jzabel said, we're going to have y'all all home early. This is a concert. This is not like a showcase. All right, y'all. So come on out, show your support, see what your daggone city, see what your city can do, man. Show out, pop out. We're going to go crazy. Everybody down in Atlanta, y'all already know how we go down here, so we're going crazy. And Richmond, I expect y'all to turn up. Shout out Tracy Mitchell and her platform, the Tracy Mitchell Show. So y'all know what time it is. Yes, I will be back. Yes, I will be back Saturday at iHeartRadio, at Hip Hop 95 Radio. Y'all make sure y'all got those notifications on. I got some new music for y'all. Yes, indeed, I do. All you new artists, y'all can go ahead and send me some music to rollingwithsuccess@gmail. And I also got the Six Music Marketing. If you need some marketing advice or tips, follow that IG and hit me up on there. Yep, we'll be back here Monday at 6.
Yeah,
y'all know. Set those notifications.
About Valentine's Day. What y'all doing? What y'all got planned?
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, when is Valentine's Day? And don't tell me it's next Monday.
14th. It's the 14th.
Nah, is it next Monday?
Yeah, it's next Tuesday.
Oh, if it's next Tuesday, we good, y'all. Because if it was Monday, I got to call off work.
Yeah, I know.
It's Tuesday.
That's why we gonna talk about what y'all supposed to be playing.
Hey, can y'all drop me some DMs about what I should get though?
It's not what you should get. You should create an experience.
Yeah,
see how the girls be doing on the internet. The hotel room with the rose petals to the bed,
ain't doing
and
it.
Candle lights and the champagne.
Ain't doing it.
Private chef.
Ain't doing it.
You making all that money off your music. You better treat Tiff right.
Let me tell y'all. Look, yeah, let me tell y'all something. I got my 4-year-old in the room with me, and it sucks. She won't get out. She don't want to leave out her own room for nothing. So that ain't happening, and I'm sure God ain't gonna be good to me on Tuesday. So It's all
You
good.
never know. You never
I,
know.
I I can't do
That's
anything
a
with
good one.
fires, but I do
Yeah, I
have
get about
roses and chocolates. But I think that stuff is so old and traditional. I
A
got to do
private
something
chef.
crazy.
How about a private chef?
A private chef.
success is the private chef. Like you're not about to call a private chef.
Yeah, she know I cook like shit. She know I be cooking like shit. But yeah, nah, private chef. And everybody know I hate going out in Atlanta. Hey, listen, I hate going out in Atlanta to
Yeah,
any restaurant down here.
you know, and that's what we're gonna talk about again next week. I forgot to bring up is they're cutting back on accepting Section 8 vouchers, especially down there in the Atlanta area. It's leaving a lot of people homeless. Renters, home buyers do not want to renew leases with people that have Section 8 vouchers. So we'll talk more about that next week.
Well, the
That's
government ain't paying shit. The government ain't paying shit, so I don't blame them. We're gonna definitely talk about that next week. Thank God I'm not
And
on
lower
voucher.
they lowering a lot of they raising prices but lowering some incomes. But it's we
Well,
can talk about it. We can talk
yeah, we
about all this.
definitely can talk about that. Well, I guess y'all already know y'all should be hitting that like and subscribe button down at the bottom. Make sure you click that notification button too. That's a new one I'm gonna throw in on y'all so y'all can know when we on here. I'm gonna keep on sending out those tweets and those Facebook messages. So y'all make sure y'all keep watching my stories and watching my page and know when to click on as well. At this time, I guess y'all gonna be flicking off those ashes, throwing the roaches in the roach tray, and getting ready to roll up another one. Cause I am. We out. Peace.
good night, y'all.
Night
See y'all next
night.
week.
Y'all.
Like a week ago.
My computer don't never let me off.
Yeah, you and me both.
Never fucking fails. Shit. Just spinning. I'm out of here. See you. I still can't get off of here. Like, why is my